And so where do we go from here? I'll tell you this. We've been doing our series called Come and See. I don't know all of you here. I don't know who you all are. I know a lot of you, and I love it, but I don't know who you all are. But here's another thing that I'm not going to assume. I'm not going to assume that each one of you have actually received this for yourself. In fact, one of the things in the Bible, in the book of James, one of the things that James says is he says this. He says, you believe there is one God? You believe in God? Awesome. That's awesome you believe in that there's a God. Did you know that even the demons, even the devil's demons, believe there is God? So just because you believe that there's a higher power, a man upstairs, something like that, just because you believe in something doesn't mean you are what's called a believer. You have to believe that Jesus died for you. You have to believe that he was buried for you. You have to believe that he rose again for you. And so when you believe this, you don't just get a ticket. You believe this so that you can be actually born again. Have you accepted the resurrection life? Have you accepted the resurrected life that Jesus is offering you today? 2 Corinthians 6, verse 2, it says this. It says, now is the day of God's favor. Now is the time of God's favor. Now is the day of salvation. It's now. Don't let another day go by. I'll tell you, like I said, I was able to celebrate with 4 people this past week. That was an awesome birthday they get to celebrate. Do you know your birthday? Do you know the day when you received Jesus? I'm not saying you have to know it or else it doesn't work. But do you know that if you were to stand before God today, he would say, come on in, because you're my child. If you don't know whether that's true, if you're here in kind of a hope so kind of a way, I hope he lets me in. I hope I did enough good to outweigh the bad. I hope I went to church enough. I hope I did enough good deeds. Let me tell you, that's not how you get there. You get there by believing and trusting in Jesus. When we wrap up today, I'm going to actually offer a prayer, and I'm going to give you a chance to pray. And hopefully, if you've never done that, today would be your day. Today would be your birthday to be born again. But it's not enough just to say, I'm going to come and see, because I think that's really important. But here's the challenge for the rest of us, and that is, if come and see is this, now go and tell. It's not enough for me just to say, oh man, we came to church, we came to Frontline, oh this was a great service, band was killing it, saw the coolest kids program, this was amazing, all these people in here, what a great Sunday. And now, I get to keep all this to myself. No, it doesn't work that way. If you have seen something amazing, what do you want to do? You want to go and tell it. And so my challenge to all of you is to be able to tell somebody, Jesus is alive, and so am I. And then they're going to say, what does that mean? And then you're going to go, oh no, now what do I say? What does that even mean? What it means is this, I believe there was a resurrection. Even though livescience.com says there wasn't. But I believe there was. And it wasn't just any old resurrection, it was a resurrection of Jesus, the Son of God, who loved me and he gave himself for me. But because I believed that, I got to experience a resurrection. The resurrection that changed my life. And now I'm a different person. I'm born again. And let me tell you how you could have that same thing. Give someone a gift this Easter. Tell them about Jesus. Just tell them about Jesus. Share your resurrection story of the difference that Christ has made in your life. The last thing I'll mention, you may see them, you may not. They're a little hidden. There's these little Jesus mini figures, okay? It says, Jesus hearts you. We went to I think it was the Hauenstein Center. I was there for a doctor's appointment. We walk in, and there at the little stand, was a little Jesus minifigure. Jesus hearts you on the stand. And I was like, huh? At Hauenstein Center? Okay. Sure it was. There it was, right there. And I mentioned something to the lady, and it was just cool just to strike up a little conversation. I will say this, if you find one, okay, they're scattered all over the place as long as the kids haven't stolen 25 of them. There's a lot of them, but if you see one, take it. They're for you. Take it, put it on your desk at work. Maybe for some of you students, if you're here, put it on your desk at school. Take it, put it into a place that maybe, just maybe, might get somebody to ask a question and say, interesting little figure. Let me tell you about my Jesus. Jesus is alive and so am I. Today's a great day to celebrate a resurrection, isn't it? Today's a great day to celebrate the resurrection, isn't it? Today is a fantastic day to celebrate your resurrection, isn't it? Isn't it? Isn't it? Isn't it? Amen. Exactly. That's what I thought you were going to say.